I want you guys to know that I've been watching Musa play this Zefra deck for a little while now through the Zodiac tournament, and this man knows something that the world can only begin to imagine. As soon as we get Pot of Disparity in late January, early February, this deck might actually be a powerhouse. That or Usman is just an 800 IQ wizard that is from the future and understands things. If you guys also watched the side event for the remote duel during the Jump Festa, you also might have seen just the sheer power of the deck. And remember, the OCG has Too Dang Long Dragon, and we don't. So basically they're playing with that handicap here. But that's fine. They don't need it. So we're going to be looking at, that's right, Zefra. And here's Pot of Disparity. The banish 3 or 6 from your extra deck face down, and then go ahead and Pot of Duality and add 1. But for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, any damage your opponent takes is halved, and you cannot draw cards by card effects the turn you activate this. Which doesn't even matter, man. Alright, so we're playing against Warrior of Oz here, aka the Dragoon Machine. Alright, so we're going to activate Red Eye's Insight here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to tutor for our friend Red Eye's Wyvern to get to our Red Eye's Fusion. And our entire life purpose now is to protect the Dragoon Machine. Alright, if anything happens to the Dragoon Machine, it's going to be a bad time for us. Alright, so down come our fusion materials. We're going to make our most powerful boss monster, the Dark Dragoon, and we're going to just set everything else here. So we end with 1 negate in hand. Alright. Look, we got to the Providence. You know what that means? Looks like our plays are probably going to be safe. Alright. So we have dual searchers here. That's what I like to see. So I wonder where we start. Do we just slap the Disparity on the table and just not care? Alright, so we're going to start with the Oracle here. On activation, we can add a Zefra monster from our deck to our hand. I see that Warrior of Oz here is in disbelief by what he's just saw. Haven't seen this in forever. Oh boy. Alright, Oracle's going to touch off here. Alright, so we're going to resolve our search. We're going to get Mr. Zefraxa here. We're going to scale Zefrath. Zefrath is honestly what makes this deck viable. Like, the fact that this card has existed for so long is so fun. I'm actually surprised here that he's going to let this Zefrath go. Like, the fact that this card is so absurdly powerful. Alright, so maybe you should have negated the Zefrath. Let this be a lesson to people. Maybe you want to negate the Zefrath sometimes. Alright, so we're going to load up Mr. Zefiranu here. Alright, we value. Alright, Pot of Disparity time. Alright, so we're going to get... is Providence a once per turn? Is this thing a once? Yeah, you can only activate 1 Zephyr Providence per turn. Man, that's pretty spicy. So we're going to activate Providence and attempt to resolve a search here. Actually, so we can get Zephyr War. Target 1 other Zephyr card you control and 1 card your opponent controls. Destroy them. If you have 2 Zephyr cards in your Pendulum zones, you can activate this card from your hand. Alright, so we're going to scale the Zephyr Pelica here. We're going to scout and see if we can get this Pendulum summon to resolve. PS2 on into the strike. I cry every time. Understandable. Sad day. Goodbye, friends. I will miss you. Alright, so I guess we just kind of prey on this, right? Like, we're in a bad situation now. Oh, look, our opponent drew Cursed Eldland. Can't wait to get torn apart. Eldland. Hey, look, Golden Boy. Alright, there goes our good card. Alright. We're going to take that nice 3,500 and that nice Dragoon. Down comes the Higuero here, going to attempt to pop us. Good thing that we can activate this Zephyr War from our hand. Real sad day there, by the way. Had to pop our own Oracle. Can we get back in the game with the Providence, though? That's what I'm curious about. We're at 1,500 life. Alright. He forgot his Eldland effect. Oh man, don't forget your Eldland effect, guys. That's a big thing there, too. Remember your card effects. Providence is going to resolve here. We're going to touch off. We're going to grab our Oracle. We're going to drop the Oracle on the field. We're going to get the Pilica here. We're going to stick the Pilica on the field. Summon is, in fact, successful. We're going to get Called by the Graved. That's sad. On normal or special, you can target a ritual beast or a Zefra monster in your graveyard and splash summon it, but destroy it during the end phase. Well, we just lost our target. That's a very, very sad day indeed. We're going to load on up our friend here. Alright, special summon. We're going to get our 9 pillars to our hand so we can have a universal negate here. When a spell trap card monster effect is activated and you control a Yang Zing, negate that activation. If you do, shuffle that target into the deck. Alright, so we just get attacked over, right? Always a play around the war. So we're going to war. And this is, wow, he lets it go. Alright, this Dragoon didn't do its thing. Alright. Protect it. We get the Eld Elixir here, and we pass it on back to us. Okay. Load back up our friend. We're going to make the Gravity Controller here. Cannot be used as link material. The turn this card is linked. Summon if this card in extra something would be destroyed by battle. With a monster in the main monster zone, blah, blah, blah. At the start of the damage step, this card battles opponent's monster in the extra monster zone. You return both of them. Wow. This is just a free step into so that we can pass down our link zone. We're going to grab the Providence here. Providence on into the path. Alright. Alright, what are we doing now? Alright, so activate this card only if you have 2 Zefra cards when you active scales of 1 and 7. If this card is activated, shove all monster control into the deck except for Zefra monsters. Neither player can special summon monsters except from the hand or the extra deck. Alright. Can't actually special this, or do this. Alright. Ice Dragon's Prison. Guess what this card says? Can't Ice Dragon Prison because of this good card, except from the hand or the extra deck. Alright, so that trap card is off. Alright, so we just get to infinitely cause a wall here. Thank you, Mr. Zero. So we get another Providence to our hand. Alright. He's going to attempt to add the Golden Lord so he can try to kill something, I guess. Is that what we're doing here? No, he's just going to add the Golden Lord for the negate. Okay. So, back to our grind here. Alright, we still got to climb over this. Providence grabbing our monster. Loading back up our friend. PS2 into another frickin' strike. We're going to 9 pillar that now. Alright, so at least the 9 pillar protects us at this point. Alright, we can get somewhere now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Load back up. We're going to make the Metaphist Horus here. Affect monster, target one other face card on the field. Negate that monster effect. Pendulum effect, your opponent chooses one monster they control and gives control of it to you, but it cannot attack this turn. Huh. Oh. That's, I guess we're just going to shift on into the next game here. That's, that feels real good. Thank you, Metaphist Horus. I love you, man. You're a good card. Metaphist Horus literally ruined that game for that man. Pot of Extrav coming down across table here. Extraving it on up. Look, it's Red Ice Fusion Man again. We also open up double Zefrath. That's pretty cool. We're going to set... So we have a Cosmic, a Torrential, and a Solemn Strike across the table. Alright. Pot of Disparity. Hey, we get a Pilica for the bounce. Alright. Terraforming on into our path. Oh, we got Cosmic. I cry every time. Well, good news is he left the Zefrath for us, I guess. Zefrath, load up. Second Zefrath over here. Alright. Pendulum. Man, I love getting striked every time. It feels good. So we're going to stick the Pilica on the field here for our normal so we can bring back Mr. Zefranu here. Dragoon's going to negate that. Poor little Pilica. He's getting detonated. Alright, so we're just going to yeet 4K to the face here. Alright. Let's see if we can get somewhere here. Load up. Pendulum summon into the Torrential. Oh, that feels bad. Hey, look, we get our Pilica back, I guess. We get a Providence as well. Mission accomplished. Negating, we're going to chain the Gamma here so that we can at least get this result to stick. Pilica revive, overlay into the Utopia Beyond. Once per turn, detach material from this card, target one face-up exceed monster you control and one utopian. You get banned, blah, 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 blah. Alright, basically you just get to make everything 0, and we're just going to steamroll over this. Alright, Utopia Biondo Slasho. Alright, so our opponent goes to 500 life. Sure, we're going to load on up, make the Barricade Borg blocker, and set the Divine Strike. That's nail in the coffin for our opponent. That's real good. Nice one, Musa. That quick 2-0. I gotta give it to this deck. Watching the cool little loops and things with this. Warrior of Oz, I think, made a couple misplays there, but some interesting stuff nonetheless. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about this, and I'll see your beautiful faces later on in the day. Peace out, guys.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.